Mother City. Love this, man. This is where we put the spotlight on local artists, local musicians. Today, my special guest is a young man I had a chance to jam with last night, or funk with last night. Funk night with Scott Wright over at Big Bob's Barbecue and Event Lounge. Please welcome to the studios, Mr. Carl Moore.
Oh, thank you, sir. Shout out to you, Scott Wright, for always highlighting our local talent. You know, we got a lot of national talent that came out of Oklahoma City.
Yes. Before we move into that, though, give my listeners some background about you, yourself, and you're the beginning of your music career.
Oh, man. Like most musicians, I grew up in church.
Yeah.
I learned to play and do my music right in church. But I always wanted to do a little bit more and kept learning and listening to other things. I wanted to be a Trojan, but I went to high school out in California and college out in California.
All right.
And from there, I started playing in bands, and one band led to another.
Now, you cross over to a lot of genres. Of course, you play gospel
Yes,
growing
sir.
up in church.
Yes, sir.
Then, and then moving back here, joining bands here, more of a jazz set, maybe a cover set as well. How can I put this? So on a daily basis, trying to write and prepare and get ready for a lot of these gigs that you have, of course, with other bands, which we'll talk about later. The day-to-day musician's life for you. How does that work? Is it sun up to sundown? You're behind the keyboard, or?
Normally, there is about 90% practicing.
Okay.
And rehearsing and practicing and rehearsing, and everybody wants to learn 30 songs.
Now, for the young people to listen, you hear what he said? He goes 90%.
Yeah.
And he knows a lot.
Yeah.
But he's always practicing and rehearsing and practicing.
You have to. And I'm not good enough to specialize, and because this is how I pay my bills, I have to play it all. I don't get to just play what I like.
Right.
I have to play what they pay me for.
Yep.
I played.
That's a hallelujah phrase right there. Hallelujah. I had to play what they pay me to play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I played at the Jewish synagogue.
Yeah.
I played at the ballet school. I played in private schools in Norman and Oklahoma School of Science and Mathematics was nice enough to have us come and do yearly concerts for them.
Yeah, because music is kind of a STEM thing. It involves, fractions, times, and measures. And so,
if your child is having problems with mathematics or science, give them an instrument.
Music theory, and give them an instrument.
Yeah, let them start playing.
Yeah. I didn't understand fractions until I started taking music theory. I swear, that's a true statement. So we're going to move a little forward, Carl. First of all, thank you for last night for showing up.
Oh, man, it was my pleasure. My pleasure.
And I was telling you, we're talking about, kids and music.
Yes.
We're talking about this 15-year-old kid named Island.
He is fantastic. I loved him.
Yeah.
I loved him.
And I was sitting back with my friend, me and my friend Will. And I leaned over to Will. I said, man, Carl's giving this guy a workout. This year. but he's young, though.
Yes.
Yeah. So, and I saw the way you were leading him, because musicians have a look when they want to change the tempo or go to, some accents and things like that. So I saw you doing that yesterday, and I think it's such an honor when we can have kids nowadays, especially nowadays, picking up an instrument or playing an instrument.
Yeah. Well, somebody did it for me.
Yeah.
I've lived for a long time in Omaha, Nebraska, and I remember wanting to play with other groups in the city there, and some of the older musicians saying, "Hey, you're gonna have to learn how to swing."
Yeah.
I was like, "What? What do you mean?" And they took me by the hand and said, "Before you sit down at this instrument, you need to listen to this, and this, and really listen to it."
Yeah.
So
it is.
The mentorship is invaluable.
That
for somebody to take time and pour into you.
Right.
You can't put a price tag on
That's
that.
awesome.
Yes, sir.
Let's move up to the present day. Now, of course, you got solo projects in the works.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Will this be a combination of gospel and jazz, or jazz and gospel, or just to You know, how would you put it?
Well, my label is called gospel jazz.
Okay.
And that's just me. That's
Yeah.
what I've been doing since I was able to do it.
Right.
I'm not the first person to do it, but all I can do is do me, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So, just like Miss Shawn, the single from Playing Through the Changes,
Yes.
that's the T-shirt you
Yeah,
have.
yes, right.
That's my jazz fusion feel.
Okay, okay.
But on Remnant,
Yes.
that CD right there, oh my God, I had these two brothers come in and help me out. One named Rayshawn Anderson.
Mm-hmm.
That young man can sing.
Okay.
And another one, everybody knows Horace. Horace came in and killed it in one take. And that's our gospel side.
Okay. All right.
So I'm just trying to bring a world feel.
Okay. A unity feel, or
that comes from Oklahoma City. Look, we're not all cowboys.
You're not. No, not by a long shot.
We have a bigger view than that, right?
Yeah.
We have bigger influences than that.
Yeah.
And that's all I'm trying to do with Gospel Jazz Network, is just show that we have some depth.
Yeah, I got to ask you this. So those who are listening right now, because you stay ready. You always have material with you. How can they reach out to you? Is there a streaming platform or a site they can go to listen?
They can go to tunesbyc.com.
Tunes by C.
Yep, TUNZBYC.
Okay.
.com.
That's pretty simple.
That's it, and that's the homepage for Gospel Jazz Network.
I thank you for showing up last night, but I everybody, if you're not familiar with Carl as a solo artist, you've probably seen him several times with the Short Dog Band, and you guys are doing big events. I think you're still doing the UCO Jazz Lab.
Yes.
Some other events, maybe at the Botanical Gardens as well. So yeah, let's see, you're on the left on the stage, I believe, or you're on the right.
Most of the time they put me on the left, so it doesn't matter. I just set up wherever they tell me.
Wherever they put you, all right.
But my quartet is going to be at the Blue Note.
Oh yeah,
on the 30th. That's jazz night.
Yeah, you got your jazz night in there.
Yes, sir.
The 30th of this month?
Yes, sir.
Oh, front row.
Yeah.
You can use my office if you want to.
Well, that's a really it's a good room.
It's
it feels
great
good. They have a really nice clientele that comes for the music.
There's a young lady, a sister, I can't think of the name, plays trombone. She's gonna be, I think her name is Kim.
Yes.
And then, of course, Earl Day.
Yeah.
My uncle Earl Day has been,
Earl is another institution in music.
My man, Carl Moore in the building. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
All right, that's another edition of Rhythm of the City. Coming up, we got traffic updates, and we're just about ready for the 5 o'clock.